Hi guys, it's me, Susan, and today's episode of Cruisin' with Susan. It's September 9th, 2014. Oh no, it's September 8th. I'm sorry. That's me. I don't usually know. It's hard for me to keep up with things like dates and stuff. Um, my main reason for wanting to talk to you tonight is I would like to talk about my Aunt Betty. And my Aunt Betty is 93 years old. And she has always been an amazing role model to me and continues to be to this day. Um, she was my favorite aunt, and as some of you might be able to relate to, she was the one I wish had been my mom, really. Um, but, I guess that if she was, then I wouldn't be who I am, so maybe I'd be better, but maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. She had three boys. My parents had three girls, so I don't know. But anyway, all my life, she's been the fun aunt. She's been the smart, witty aunt. She's been the world traveler. She's been the social uh, butterfly. She's been for years and years and decades. She's gone to the opera. She's in an investment club. She does a ton of things and has just been a really loving and wonderful person, not only to me, but to all of her kids and grandkids and stepkids. Her first husband was my Uncle Jimmy, and they had a long and happy marriage. That was the reason that they traveled, because he worked with an oil company, and so they lived all over the world. And then after he passed away, she eventually met Ernie, her second husband, who also had a family full of great kids, many of whom I've had the good fortune to meet also. Jackie and Cameron, my grandson, and his mom, and I went up to Canada 3 years ago to help celebrate her 90th birthday. I hadn't seen most of my cousins for many, many years. My parents were kind of loners. They took off for the U.S., and the rest of the family's all in Canada, and we fell out of the loop after a while. But anyway, the point of all this is last Friday, Betty entered hospice, and while she's been doing really well physically over the years. 2 years ago, she had a bout with lung cancer, which probably was spread from a small tumor on her pancreas. She was not a smoker and didn't have any expectation of having lung cancer. But anyway, it was treated. She did better for the last 2 years, and now apparently it has recurred, and she's having a lot of trouble breathing, and was told recently that she does not have a long time to continue living. So in her inimitable role modeling kind of way, she gathered support from her friends and family, and picked out a real nice hospice location where she has a lovely room. And I was fortunate enough to talk to her over the weekend. There's Jolie in the background having a little water. I got to talk to her over the weekend. She's as sharp as a tack, completely with it. She was tired and had some trouble hearing. But I was so happy that I got to talk to her. We're really not sure how much longer she'll be with us. But true to her form, she was gracious and loving to me on the phone, told me how happy she was that we had managed to reconnect when I came up for her birthday. And so that made me feel really good to talk with her. She said, Sue, I'm tired and I'm ready to go. And she wasn't sad about it, wasn't upset about it. And I said, I hope, I want to go like you go. I want to be like you. I still want to be like her, even as she faces her passing. And so then today, I opened my mailbox, and I received this card that I would like to read to y'all, because, again, when it's my turn, I want to remember this. I want to do this. If I'm at all fortunate enough to be able to do it, to communicate this way and to face my transition this way. I'd like to read it to you. Dear friends, I'm sure you are astounded to receive what you assume is my annual Christmas letter in September. I have developed lung cancer with a few months left in what has been a wonderful life. As you may remember, I developed a tumor in my lung 2 years ago, and after radiation therapy, it subsided, and I have had an enjoyable time in the interim. In early August, however, I developed severe shortness of breath and learned the bad news. I am on oxygen at home with various relatives rolling in and out and with home care on a daily basis. No pain, just hard to talk, which you all know is very difficult for me. I have had a grand 93-year run, 2 super husbands, 3 great boys, and a horde of daughters-in-law, stepchildren, grands, and great-grands. How lucky can you be? I am tired now, but not in pain, so I'm all set for the next adventure. God bless all you dear friends and relatives. Betty. So I just want to say, sending out my love and positive, happy energy to Betty, who doesn't need it because she's got plenty, all her own. And she'll do great in the next adventure, and I'll look forward to seeing her there. And I just wanted to share all of that with you. She's a very special lady. I hope you have someone like that in your life, and if you don't, you can borrow Betty because she's got plenty to go around for everyone. Okay, so that's it for tonight. All is well with me. I'll check in with you again later in the week. But for now, I want to remind you to live well, laugh often, and love much, just like Betty does. And see you next time on Cruisin' with Susan. Bye.